What's going on, guys? D. Anthony here. We're going to cover today's price action. So today is Monday. Today is the 16th of September. This month is already halfway over. Now, if you found this day a little bit difficult to trade, I don't blame you. For the most part, it was difficult to trade. Essentially, the market went sideways with a little bit of up, a little bit of down. Now, big week, right? We got FOMC this week. We've got contract rollover. I actually flipped over to the December contracts already. Okay, so all price we're going to be talking about here is going to be in the December contracts. I was noticing that it was still a little bit of a 50-50 split there, with some increasing volume kind of going more towards those December contracts. So I just went ahead and made the switch. Now, we locked out the Top Step XFA account very, very early in the morning because we caught one trade and then we kind of called it a day. And literally that one trade was within the first 5 minutes of the market. So what I was looking at was the pre-market low, okay? And basically what I did was take momentum, okay? Now, risk management, especially on trades right off the bell, is very, very difficult, okay? I would not recommend it if you're just trying to learn a strategy, if you're just trying to learn how to trade, but again, I've been doing this for a while, not to say that that's an excuse or not to say that that's a benefit, but I'm okay with the outcome on whatever it may be, okay? So let's just keep that and take that as a grain of salt. So you can see the opening 5-minute candle was actually a very, very large candle. It was a 99-point range candle. Essentially, as soon as we broke those pre-market lows, I entered into 2 mini contracts short, got green, got the hell out of Dodge. That's it. I could see the momentum building, and as soon as it broke, you can see here, look at the floor that we were creating here. As soon as it broke, got in, seen the P&L start to go green, got out. That's it. And I don't push my luck from there. What we went ahead and did from there is I immediately, thank the good man upstairs for the generosity and able to catch this momentum, because I don't know how many times over the years I've done a play like this and it quickly wicks me in and it just goes the other direction and stops me out. But on that particular play like that, when I'm entering into 2 mini contracts, my risk is going to be very tight. If I start to see myself go down 250, 350, 400, I just immediately cut the trade. And I play it kind of tight to the vest like that. Now, what we did is we rolled into the combines, which are evaluations, essentially. That's what they call them over at Top Step. I got this first. I'm going to take this line off now that that trade's out of the way. This first little trade here, it was at 6:50 in the morning Pacific Standard Time. So we're looking at 9:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 20 SMA play long, 40-point range candle. Kind of was speaking about this to a lot of the members and Evolution traders, that if you do take this candle and you're going to assume the risk, just do the quick math like this. If you assume the full risk of the 40 points, you're going to lose $80 per 1 micro contract, okay? And so forth from there. So if you want to play 3 or 4 micro contracts, you might be in this trade for around $200 loss. Again, for me, I'm liking the 10-point take profits right now. Sometimes it's 5, sometimes it's 20. Right now I'm set on 10. So that is what it is. On all my micro trades, I have a 25-point stop loss. So that's not changed. That has not changed yet. 25 points is the risk that we're using. Again, if you want to assume the full risk and you want to play a little bit smaller size, you can definitely give it all the way to 40 points. But in this particular scenario, if I'm looking for 10 points, let's just risk 25. Even that risk to reward ratio is a little skewed. If I lose one trade, it's going to take me essentially 2.5 trades just to even break even. So I'm looking for a little bit of a higher win rate consistency, but what I'm looking for is to get green and just stop, move accounts. So if we look at this trade here, 5 micro contracts was the position over 19,675. Okay, so 19,675, that's the level. You can see that it confirms, and this candle's close is red, but you can see the wick. This candle went all the way up to 19,697. So from 75 to 97, we're talking about 22 points. Now, if I'm only looking for 10 points, which is going to be $20 profit per 1 micro contract, and I'm trading 5, that's a quick $100 trade. Lock that in. Let's look for the next one. I'm always looking for the next trade. I'm not sitting here trying to make $1 million on one trade. I'm trying to make small money on my setup that I know and I can take on a day in and day out basis. And I'm trying to repeat and duplicate that process and try to get the hell out of Dodge. I think the main thing for a lot of traders is over trading, is winning one trade and immediately trying to take another and another and another and another all on the same account. I like to rotate my accounts. So when I take a winning trade, I like to breathe and I like to open up another account and trade that account if it doesn't have any trades on it. So you can see here at 10:20 Eastern Standard Time, 7:20 my time, we get this 20 SMA close below. This candle closes below the 20 SMA. It's a 36-point range. So now risk to reward, or the risk management, is getting a little easier because it's not such a big range. Even if you were to give it the entirety of that candle, you're risking $70 per micro contract. Two of them is only 150 bucks. It's not that bad, right? And when we're looking at a 36-point range and you're looking at an ATR sitting at around 30 points, well, maybe we can start to shoot for some of those higher price targets, just due to the fact that price is slowing down. We're starting to see some momentum. We're starting to see what the candles are doing. And again, you can definitely play one or two micro contracts and try to shoot for that 20 to 30 points. Now, at this point in time, I'm still playing 5 micro contracts. So when I'm playing 5 micro contracts, I'm only going to look for, again, that $100 trade, $120 trade. If I can get my 10 points, so be it. I'll move along. Quickly got the 10 points here on this trade. Then I kind of took a little bit of a break. Now, I did start a YouTube stream, and I immediately took 2 losing trades. I won 1 trade and I took 2 losing trades. Those of you guys who were on the live stream, you guys seen me take the losing trades. And I kept trying to go long, right? So what I was looking at was the floor. Okay, I was looking at the floor and I was telling myself, you know, we're kind of a little bit of a double bottom here, a little bit of a higher low here. But I was also, you know, mindful in letting everyone on the stream know we're also putting in lower highs. So not only were we kind of putting in a higher low, but we're putting in lower highs. And essentially, we're just trading in one big fat range. And I really tried to emphasize, and I really tried to stress, if you guys were on the stream, these are trades that are being traded on an evaluation account. So I'm going to be more aggressive, meaning I'm going to just take more trades. We're trying to pass evaluations. We're not trying to sit in them for 30 days or 40 days or whatever and try to pass them. We want to pass them, you know, very, very quickly. So, excuse me. So when we're taking trades, we're going to be in and out. We're going to make $100, $200. We're going to lose a couple $100, but we're going to keep taking the trades. And I got stopped out a couple of times. Got stopped out on this long right here. You can see at 9:05 Pacific Standard Time. You can see lunchtime. I try to tell everyone I don't even like trading lunchtime. Like it, I have to say this because I got to differentiate the two. If I was in a funded account and I didn't lock myself out and I was still trading live cash, I would not be trading during lunch. Okay, so that's a rule I have. I wouldn't even have taken this trade. I wouldn't even have looked for a trade. But because we're trading evaluations, I will trade through lunch. And I know that it's not the best setup. That's not the most ideal, you know, time to trade, but maybe something sticks, right? So again, take that with a grain of salt. I got into this trade. I immediately got stopped out. It's a 39-point range candle. I think on this particular trade, I lost about 250 bucks. Funny money on the evaluation. It is what it was. We did come back and we did make a little bit of cash. Right, we made a little bit of cash. And then those of you guys who were on the stream, you guys seen I went ahead on this one here, or no, it was the break. This was the one. You guys can go back on the live stream and watch it. The live stream was uploaded already today. This was the break. So once we kind of held this higher low and we started to hold the 20 SMA instead of going below it and back above it and below it and back above it and below it and back above it. Again, this range here, this hour was fucking hard. Right? Excuse my language, but it was tough. You know, I took 2 losses. I think at one point in time, I took 2 losses and 1 winner. At one point in time, I was down like 390 bucks. And then I made like $100 on something. And then I was down like $200. And then it was here in this particular time when we broke this, right? We were looking at this price. Those of you guys who were on the stream know, but it was 623 and a half. We were looking for that price to get broken and go long. A couple of us actually on stream took the short. There was one person who Wolf, shout out Wolf, always supporting my channel, but he actually took a little bit of a short and they took it right into this demand zone. made a little cash on it, and then, you know, got out of the position. So, you know, kudos to you on that. I was more so looking for the low of day to get broken before I went short. It was still a little long biased here based off the 1 hour chart I was looking at. And once we broke that price, you know, over 23, over 30, it started to really explode. It went all the way up to 54. So there was a 20-point move there. And I took 3 minis. Why did I take minis? Why was I trading micros over here? Well, in this time it was lunch, so I don't want to get chopped around during lunch. I'd rather try my big bet on an evaluation outside of lunch, if that makes sense. Typically I like the first move coming out of lunch, whether it's in line with what we've been doing or it's going the opposite way. I don't really care, but I like that first move coming out of lunch. And we were able to make $900 on this trade. And those of you guys who are on the stream, you guys, you know, some of you guys took it, right? Shout out Lucas. I believe Melissa took it as well. There was a couple of other you guys who also took it as well, but you know, a lot of us, we made some cash on this candle here. And again, evaluation with Top Step, we got to keep that 50% consistency rule. So we can't really make anything over $1,500 anyways. And you figure being up $990 in that evaluation, do I really need to continue to press, or should I just put my foot off the gas, relax, take a few more days and try to get another XFA? Currently I have 3 XFAs. I want to max out. We need to get to 5. And when we get 5 XFAs, then we'll aggressively start trading them all together. I'll put a couple of them on a copy trader at one time. Not all of them, but maybe 2 at a time. We'll do 2, 2, and 1. So I'll trade 2 on one particular setup, another 2 on another setup, and then 1 individually by itself. And that's how we're going to rock this baby out. Hope you guys were able to make some money. Hope you guys tuned into the live stream. If you didn't, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to hit the bell notification so that way you guys get alerted every time I do decide to go live. Again, I told everyone if I can get over 120 likes on my video, I'll go live tomorrow. We did not get it. So I need more of you guys to hit the likes on that, on those live streams. And again, I enjoy doing the live streams. I'm not really like a streamer, so it's very difficult for me to, you know, sit there and talk shop and trade and put the camera on. So we're redoing this, the office here at my house. I got this spare bedroom, quote unquote office, that I trade out of. So we're gonna throw some lighting in here. We're gonna get a little bit of a backdrop going. We're gonna do some cool stuff. I've got the standing desk because again, sitting down all day is absolutely brutal. Not only for you and your health, but it's just brutal. It's a pain in the ass. I want to be able to stand up and start shouting and yelling and, you know, walk around the room a little bit. So we're going to add some things to it. I mean, I dig the streaming thing. It's kind of engaging. It also helps, you know, it helps other people. It also helps me as well. I get to sit here and BS with you guys and go over trades and stuff and kind of go over what I'm thinking, you know. And again, I'm not a great trader. I'm just really good at my rules. Like I'm more so better at respecting my rules and risk management than I am a trader, right? Like I have strategies that I trust and I have strategies that I take and I kind of just let them play out. I don't really like try to call tops, call bottoms and read price and read into the what's exactly going on. I just see my setup, I take it. And whatever the outcome is, then I make that decision. Do I still need to trade or can I lock it up? And a lot of times I like taking those 1 or 2 trades and then being able to lock it up. It only takes 1 trade to make your day. On the flip side, it only takes 1 trade to erase a great week. So keep that in mind. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you guys need Apex evaluations, still running 80% off, $85 activation fees, 1 day to pass. That link is down in the description box below. I don't have any special code, just use the link. Also, the code will be SAVE80, so you guys can pop that in. If you guys want to join Evolution Traders and be a part of the community, get access to some of the lessons that are not on YouTube, and as well as trade with some of the folks that trade with us in the morning, each and every single morning, that link is down in the description box below as well. You guys can catch that. I will see all of you guys on the next video. Again, stay safe out there. Let's just take it day by day and continue to grow as a group and as a community and as a team, more so importantly, as a team. Catch you guys all next time.